What's going on, y'all? It is Whitney, aka Just Whitty. I don't know what that snap was for. Here with another episode of Living Single. Cause we're living single in a 2023 kind of world. I'm glad I got my God. Ooh, I really tried my best singing that because my voice ain't really recovered from the sickness from last week yet. Whew, keep me lifted. Here I will be sharing tips and tricks that I've learned in my singlehood, aka not the ghetto, because we're about empowerment over here, baby. Okay. So if we are on one accord, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments, how long have you been single? So today is a subject matter that is kind of near and dear to me. And it's doubt and unbelief in regards to singleness. I know I got you there. I know many can relate. So let's look up the definition of doubt and unbelief. The definition of doubt is listed as a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. Interesting. And then another definition is fear or be afraid. Let's look up the definition of unbelief. The definition of unbelief is the lack of religious belief and absence of faith, right? Interesting. Another definition, incredulity or skepticism, especially in matters of religious faith. So let's talk about singleness, doubt, and unbelief. Yeah, this subject just popped in my head honestly today. And I said, you know what, I want to share this and these thoughts. I feel like when you're single for so long, unbelief can creep. Wow, I didn't mean to say that 3 times. So I wanted to talk about this because I think it's something that a lot of people who are single deal with. Doubting if you will ever be in a successful romantic relationship, you know, having unbelief in regards to you ever being married. I think it's a common thing that singles deal with, and I've definitely dealt with within my journey of being single longer than I would like to say on camera. And so something that's helped me in this season of singleness, because I think once you've been single so long, not that your hope, well, sometimes your hope be gone too. Especially I see comments all the time, like people are exhausted, you know, with the idea of being in a relationship. We live in a kind of generation where I feel like it's kind of, people have a desire to be in relationships, but it's kind of easier to be single, unfortunately. And so for me, being single so long, I have to be intentional about praying for my husband, praying for my future, praying for my kids, by faith believing that the Lord has somebody for me. It has to be an intentional choice, or else I would just live day by day. Even though my heart longs in moments for companionship, I feel like when you've been single so long, you kind of have to make a priority to keep these things hopeful and alive, right, for your day to day. And so within singleness too, I feel like the heart goes through a lot of different things, right? Especially when again, you're longing for something that you haven't experienced. And it's a desire that the Lord put inside of you. It's not even something you ask for, right? And it gets frustrating. And I feel like unbelief seeps in, at least the way I've experienced it, with me thinking of past experiences. So for instance, in the past when I've been ghosted, it haven't worked out the way I desired. In the past when I just wasn't treated the best, I feel like the lack of healing or even the backtrack in thoughts can produce unbelief in the way of, you believe somebody gonna be with you, or you believe that you can actually maintain a healthy romantic relationship or longevity in companionship. You believe that there's happiness for you. You've never seen it the way that you desire it, right? And so I built all of that up, and I hope it's making sense. I don't have any notes here. I'm just flowing from the heart. For those who are in that space, and sometimes it don't even have to be something from the past. It could just be lack of faith for now, right? My content on IG, I create specifically to spark faith in the single community, because it is tough to keep believing. And but I think your belief system is huge in the way of I feel like we live in the place that we believe. What I mean by that is and I've experienced day to day, if I wake up and I'm like, you know what, I'm expecting miracles. I'm expecting the unexpected. I don't even know what that looks like, but I'm speaking it. I'm like, Lord, take the limits off my mind. I'm speaking things that can happen, but they're outside of my ability, right? And I notice when I'm in that space, things happen that are kind of unbelievable, right? But if I'm in the space of, you know what, I'm just trying to complete the day, kind of, bare minimum, because that's kind of where my mind is. I feel like that's where I function. So I feel like it's the same with hoping for whoever the Lord has for you, right? It's like wearing it loose enough where I can hope and have faith in it, and give God, reign over it, and to bless it, and for me to feel well about it, holding it loose enough where I can do that, but being intentional in holding it tight enough where I can speak life and let my heart be free to connect to it. Do that make sense? Because I feel like there is a duality, you obviously don't want to idolize worship or idolize marriage and different things, but I feel like there has to be an intentionality towards that as well. And I don't want singles to lose that, because I've lost it in the past, and I know what it feels like to just be done with it, right? And so in regards to unbelief and doubt, y'all, truthfully, I'm on the end of this sickness, and it's just really trying It's childish at this point. But I think the way to combat doubt and unbelief is just identifying what that looks like for you. Where is it coming from for you? For me, again, doubt comes from the past. And I think sometimes when you haven't seen better, or you haven't seen what you've been praying for or what you're believing God for, it's easy to keep looking at the past like, man, why, why even have to go through that? Or, why did that have to be that way? And for me, I have to surrender the past to the Lord often, those thoughts, and just believe that God will guide me and bring whoever the Lord had for me, because his plans are to prosper us, right? His plans are to prosper us, bring us to an expected end, a hope for a future. And I know it's not easy not knowing the end of a season, right? And having faith and trusting the Lord. But I think it's something special, and there's a security in protecting your hope and protecting your belief system in a desire that God has given you. Because you didn't ask for a desire to be married. Some people don't have a desire to be married, right? And so I'm just crazy enough to believe that God would honor the desire he's put inside of me. And in that, it's like, Lord, prepare me, right? Lord, put me in a place to be found. Lord, open up my eyes so that I can see who you have for me. Lord, soften my heart in areas that have been hardened due to being single so long. Take out any bitterness, anything that's not like you, in preparing my heart for who you have for me, and just to serve you, right? And so, yeah, I just want to share that. Hopefully, it encouraged somebody. And I'm still kind of new to this YouTube and knowing what to ask for in the comments, XYZ. But if you've ever experienced feeling doubtful or just having unbelief in regards to getting out of singleness, comment. I would love to have dialogue about it, because I think once you talk about it and get it out, not that it gets it out of the way, but it creates room for something else to reside, right? I mean, it's just like, actually, I can't think of an example. I was thinking of a pimple. That's not a good metaphor. But either way, just want to encourage somebody on today. If you are discouraged on your single journey, know that you're not alone in that place. If you are encouraged, know that you're not alone in that place. If you are filled with faith, you're not alone. If you are faithless, you're not alone. We all experience different parts, but it's just good to know that someone can relate, and I am definitely that someone. So much love, and I hope this encourages somebody in their single journey. So I want to leave you with the word of encouragement. Know that this season won't last for you. Know that you are worth your heart's desires. Keep hope alive. Know that God is faithful, and he has a plan for your life. He's not just stringing you along, right? I am here for you. I am here with you. And if you like this video, subscribe and comment anything you got from this video, helpful or just a takeaway. Much love. Just with it out. Peace.